Okay, let me mute myself. There we go. All right. Hi. Hello, everyone. Yes, I am Lyra. Oh, God. So welcome to the cursed couch. Yes, I've heard a lot about this couch. It's great, you know? Oh, I just noticed you have the affiliate hearing. Ah, nice. Hell yeah, is this the version? Oh, yeah, I updated this to have the affiliate logo on the chest plate. Very excited for it. While you do that, they'll open up my old chart that I sent you forever ago, because I have a feeling it's going to get brought up, huh? Oh, there it is. The chart. Yes. We're to start with the intro you do so much. I do a lot. It doesn't feel like a whole lot. Like to me it's just I work all day making models, and then I also sometimes pretend to be tall. That's basically my my day to day every now and then. Yeah. There will be a quiz afterwards. Oh God, no. If you can, I have trouble remembering my 18 VR chat characters, so I'm not gonna force that on other people. It's hard not to geek out because you're a friend. I'm also a huge fan. That, you know, it's weird whenever people say they're a huge fan to me, because it's like I always geek out at other people whenever they do crazy stuff. So it's like how I did Buff Pup's model. It's like I enjoy their content very casual. I don't watch streams all that much, but like every time I jump in and I see that they're making some fart jokes and stuff, you know, it's a good time. And then it's like, oh yeah, here, let me just make this for you. And they're like, oh wait, that's right, you're the Lyra. And I'm like, oh, the Lyra? Question mark. The amount of times that like I hung out in the public world and I saw someone in my model, I go, hey, and they go, yeah, it's a cool model, and then they see my name and then they like freeze, and I'm like, what? It's just what I do. Oh shit, Shinny. Shinny rated. Making squishy alien model. Yes, I was making the squishy alien model. Let's see. I have that every week. I see an avatar and it's like yours. See, my goal one day is to be in a roleplay that's entirely made out of my models. And I was starting to get there back with Callus Row, or Neon Divide now. But like, it was like everyone in the fucking Undercity I've at least touched on for texture work and shit. And it's just like, I did that. It's very satisfying. That's kind of the main reason why I changed my name from Lyra 1-to-1 to MotherLyra, because I just have so many children these days. Last one I found was red. Oh yes, that was a fun one to make. Shocked you, Dragon Lady is so good. Yes, dude, that was a really fun one to do, especially since I was working from Spats' art and Spats' art and my art, and to create so fucking well. Like, whenever people come and try to get me, get a commission from me, I always, like, if they have okay drawings, but not like a super well rendered, I say, hey, if you could get one really good render specifically from Spats, that would help me so much. Because I literally went to college to make what I can see. So it helps having someone that works stylized so I can stylize to them. So, yeah. The models are lush. They're quite fun to make. Each one has its own difficulties, and that's why I always have to pick and choose when I have so many people try to get a commission from me. Where do you take inspiration from? So weirdly enough, I am not the most creative person around. Like, I can make what I see really well, and I can take, you know, some liberties here and there. But what I'm really good at just doing is it's hard to describe. I'm good at stealing ideas and reapplying them in a creative way. I steal like an artist is the phrase, because almost all of my characters are repaints of a concept plus my personality. So it's the same thing with my art, where it's I see a 2D art and I go, okay, I can make that into 3D if I just apply, you know, this type of logic to it. So it's just kind of overall general experience of what I know people want. So yeah, Disney stylization and Pixar stylization, I really do appreciate. They're very simple and they're very consistent. Like, I'm sure you've seen like the same face syndrome with all the Disney girl characters. They're very consistent, and if you take that structure, it's same across a lot of stuff, just slightly rearranged. So yeah. Yes, that's right, Thor. I made Thor's model based off of like one really good painting Spats did, and oh god, I signed up for one of Spats' arts because I want to see what she would do to GC. Really impresses me how you have a trademark style. And it's so funny too, because like I don't feel like I have too much of a style, because like I said, I make from what I see. So it's like I feel like I can adapt myself pretty well. And yet people can pick up on, oh, this is a Lyra model. So it's really funny that like a lot of people can pick that up really well, even if it's like a furry model or a anime girl model. It's like, oh, that's Lyra. I'm like, how the fuck? I guess one of my trademarks, I think, has to be the H highlight, because it's what I scream every time I do like hair textures, is that I draw an H and then I blur the shit out of it. And so whenever I see other people do it, I go, yeah, H highlight, and they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about because it's just the standard way. But I like doing that kind of style. That's what like Spats does with her hair. So yeah. And especially enjoying adding glitter wherever I can, thanks to Piomi Shader, though. Why did you get into modeling? Okay, so this decision starts off back when I was 9 years old, you see. I originally got it where I am right now because I got into art. I liked printing out posters and putting them on the wall of my room because, you know, they were kind of cool and we didn't have any real places to get real posters, so I just printed shit out. And when I was visiting my mom's friend, she had like the very first iPod and we couldn't figure out how to connect it to the printer, so I was like, okay, I'll eyeball it. So it's like some goth emo dog with bat wings and stuff, and so I had it on the side and I just eyeballed, like not quite traced it, but like eyeballed it, and my parents were so impressed with me, and I was like, this is how easy it is to impress you with art? okay, I'll just keep doing that. So then I got obsessed with drawing, and then I started trying to figure out what to do, and I watched a ad for Full Sail University. So I was like, okay, I'll go into game art. I'll do concept art for video games. There we go. And they didn't have any concept art online course or physical courses. It was only online courses. And I needed to get out of the country. So I was like, okay, I'll do 3D art then. I beg you, please let me go to Florida. So I moved down there, did 3D art, fell in love with modeling. Because, like, doing a 2D artwork and then doing a 3D artwork took the same amount of time for me. And it's such a weird concept because it's like I feel like there's so much more with a 3D model. You can spin it around, have more dimensions. But yeah, like I'm a published artist. I did book covers for my mom and all that kind of stuff. So if you know any 9-year-olds, the Before Happily Ever After series, that's a good children's series where I'm the main character and I'm embarrassing, so no one actually look it up, please. I had to shout out because my mom would be upset if I didn't. But yeah, I got into 3D art just because it felt a lot more validating, and I had teachers that like worked on the Halo games and stuff. Like he had the raw Maya files of Master Chief pulling off the grunts from the ghosts and stuff. He had the raw file, and we got to watch it. I was like losing my mind, so I got really inspired. So yeah, and then when I left college, I was stressed out because every time I wanted to apply to like Naughty Dog or something, it's like I could apply and I probably would have qualified, but then I'd hear the horror stories of being a girl in the industry, and I'm like, I'll wait. So I got into VR chat, made a thick girl model because there was no thick girl models at the time, and I became known as Mama Thick, and people started coming to me. So all that led to this. So you joined VR to do models? Well, not originally. It was my birthday, and I was still looking for a job, and I couldn't figure out, what to do. So I stress bought the Vive, and I was like, okay, cool. I spent a lot of money. What's something for free? And so I got into VR chat because it was free and available. And I saw a lot of what people were creating, so I made a VR chat world by slapping things together within the first 5 days of being in VR chat, and it got really popular. So again, chasing validation, I started making the models, and then all my skills I learned at college translated perfectly into VR chat models. So it was really convenient. I'm enjoying all of the thick emotes in chat. What made you get into VR roleplay? So that's kind of a funny one. I originally made a thick girl version of one of my friends' models just because like that's what I did to cheer people up. It's like I take their model because they commissioned me, and then I would just throw it on a thick girl, and they're like, oh yeah, I love this, they didn't even ask for it, I just did it. And I ended up making one for Mr. Kill Show, and he loved it on me, and we became dance partners, and we ended up dancing in a world with Gormunder. And that's when I first experienced roleplay, because I had no idea what he was doing, but he was like actually role-playing. Chain of ya, made up dumpies. Yes, yeah. I gave them dumpies and they appreciated it. They really did though. It was amazing how much this is like. If I heard they were having a bad day, the next day I'd show up and I'm like, hey, and I like put it on the avatar, and they're like, oh, she's cute. Wait, that's my hair. Wait, that's my shirt. Wait a second. So it was great. I was seeing them connect everything, but But yeah, when I did it to Kill Show, it just worked out way too well because making a girl Kill Show, like I just became his sister then because he wanted me to keep the model. So yeah, we found Gormunder, and he was in the middle of doing some chaotic Viking roleplay stuff, and I'm like, cool, I'm Minnesotan, I'm a Viking too, I'll participate. And so we kind of got into that, and that of course bled everywhere else because this was right before Gormunder had his big Godmunder invasion where he would invade other role plays and stuff. So that's how I started learning about everything else. And that's actually how I became really good friends with Brunswick and got in everything else as well. Because, yeah, it's because of me that he died in the metaverse originally. Oops-a-daisy. He kind of sacrificed myself because I was being a dumb shit. It's a common pattern. But it's okay, he got back at me because on a different character, he beat the shit out of me because I snitched on his gang, which also happened multiple times. I'd have many quarters, or many nickels at this point. Is everything in VR lead back to Lyra? Don't think so. Still alive in Fractured Thrones. I'm still alive in Fractured Thrones. They failed to kill me that one day, and ever since then, they haven't managed to kill me yet, despite everything. In fact, I've been getting luckier, and that's driving me super anxious. Cause like, every time I've had Frenchie roll for me for the past however weeks, he's been getting a lot of nat 20s for me. And I'm like, I feel so bad. I'm stealing the luck from somebody else that needs it. Saving the world one cheek at a time. Oh my god. Said yesterday you're a good roll thief. He said that? No! It literally has happened so many times where I'm doing something dumb and then it's like, oh, I turn around, there's a giant fucking troll about to slam down, and I go, ah, oh, fuck, alright, yeah, it hits me, what to do? And then they roll by, they're like, 18, you're in your natural element, you roll out of the way. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? This happened so many times. Like, last session even, I go over to help lift some literal rocks and boxes, and I go, okay, yeah, sure, it's my major, I'll do it. And he's like, nat 20, you pick up both boxes super easily. I'm like, okay, fuck it. So it's like, it's funny because like I know there's going to be a critical moment where I guess no, it's just karma because earlier I kept on getting really low rolls whenever I wanted to do strength checks and stuff, and it was so upsetting because it's just like, this is my major, come on, and nah, I'd fail the checks. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm just having a weak moment. Nat ones are gonna come sooner or later. Listen, buddy, pal, I'm anxious about that. But that's why Frenchie is my current favorite god to roll for me. Shinny's not allowed to roll for me because he rolled that, nat 2 when I would have died on a 1, so... I mean, have you seen Yrsa's husband? There's bad luck. Excuse you? Tiny husband is amazing, and I love their love. She fucking won with that man. Have you seen the fucking 8-minute long video of just him walking up and like, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, oh, you're the love of my life? There's an 8-minute video, and that's not even all the things. It's like, oh my god. I love it. Oh god, hold on, I'm dying. Ah! One of my trackers didn't actually charge last night, it looks like, so I'm going to try to figure out which one this is. But we can keep going, don't worry. I choose character like Yrsa. So what it was is that my last character was Bethany Esda. And I loved Bethany as a concept, but I realized actually playing her, it wasn't as fun as I pictured it would be because Calusro was supposed to be a super gritty, dark, everyone is a bastard situation. And I'm like, oh, perfect. Okay, so if everyone's doing that, I'll be the one nice character that everyone abuses. And then her development will be linked directly to how much people manipulate and use her. Unfortunately, I made her too fucking tiny and cute that everyone became part of the Protect Bethany squad. So that hampered all of her development that she possibly could do, because like her major detriment was that she had Ella Enchanted syndrome, where she literally had to do whatever she was told. So people would always tell her, hide, be safe, stay away from anything dangerous, and that's it. So I didn't get to see much excitement, and I was stuck there, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna break the rules, I'm gonna go out, and then as soon as I'm out, people would just move me back to safety. It's like, god damn it! So I decided, you know what? No, I'm not gonna allow that to happen again. I'm going to make a reckless, super strong girl that is impulsive. Boom, let's go. So now people physically have a much harder time moving me around, and I end up, funny enough, I end up in the plot accidentally more often than not, because like the amount of times I accidentally stumbled into the perfect situation where Yrsa should be is mind-boggling. Can swing it to Bethany as a criminal mastermind. No, she was very simple as a character. She was literally designed to be the perfect servant sort of thing, and she eventually would have like become super fucking awesome if development was allowed. But there's too much hampering, too much people being like, oh, baby, cutesy. And it's like, I get that I do that, but like, it wasn't supposed to be like that. But we learn. We become giant women instead. What model are you most proud of? Oh, shit. See, the problem with that kind of question is that there are so many different kinds of models that like it's hard to picture what I'm most proud of, because like I've done so many different ones for many different reasons. Like I've done different furry ones, I've done different monsters. I'm still super proud of Thor's model just because like how the fucking highlights on the hair and all that go. Like Red's model, the lizard, the scales, like how I faked the metallic, because back at the time, the metallic in the Calusro maps were not good at all. So I had to fake it out using a really light version of the glitter shader, and I faked it out that way. So it's like each model has its own challenges that I'm just super happy with. So yeah, it's such a challenging question, because I'm all proud of little bits of each one. Okay, then let's say nailed the theme best. Okay, so nailed the theme best. Well, I really love this girl especially because like she has a whole lot of extra little doodads where she can like take off her armor and all that kind of stuff. Each thing is customizable, and I'm like super proud of all that, especially like her let's see, like her actual base form is super cool, because like I put a whole bunch of wires all over her, because she's supposed to have a computer integrated within her own skin. So I think I really nailed that, and it's really fun too, because I'm still experimenting with exactly what she's going to be for Aphelion, because I was thinking that she possibly was just a hacker sort of thing, but then I discovered the whole cloning system where Yes. Yeah, hi. Hold on, where's my mirror? There we go. Yes, hello. So there was the whole clone system that I wanted to try to do, and so I'm still implementing that. I managed to optimize this girl to actually allow that clone and still be considered medium quality avatar. I still have to put it on. This is the poor one, but I'm always so proud when I can do all that crazy shit and make a medium class avatar. So I think I really like this one the most because it's like space tiefling. Got it. Nailed it. She's my fave. Personally, I love your talent for I can't get that one word. For expressions? Facial expressions. Yes, okay. Yeah, she's very cheeky, and I do love all of her little cutesy faces. I can't wait to abuse it, because she's supposed to be, she's going to be kind of the bait and switch type character, because she's going to have capabilities of getting important data, but she can't do anything with the data herself, and she also can't get into dangerous situations. So her major detriment is that she's not strong. So exact opposite of Yrsa again. I flippy flop just to, get the full range. So she can't pick up any large guns. At most, she gets like maybe a pistol sort of situation, but otherwise she has to rely on other people to get in and out of situations. So it's going to be really interesting because personality-wise, she's not supposed to be too much of a team player, but mechanic-wise, she has to be. Okay, how about you tell us what happens to you when a character you love dies? I see. Okay, it's the call out part of the interview. Okay, so like I said, I was the reason why Brunswick originally died, and it was my character Lyra that was the one that died, and she was my only roleplay character for over a year. Let me see if this. There we go. Yes. So, oh god, hold on, I have to get away from the chair. There we go. Yeah, so she was my only character I had for over a full year, at least, probably a year and a half-ish. And when she died, I suddenly couldn't stop making characters because it's like Lyra's personality was just me, but also succubus, because succubuses weren't popular yet in VR chat. So I ended up having to cut up my personality into a billion different characters, and now I have 18 different VR chat characters. That's not including just like text-based or Dungeons and Dragons or anything. Those are just VR chat characters. So it cuts off the head of the Hydra, and I have to make more. Yeah, so God, I miss this girl. She's fucking dead. Oh, this was actually the model I met Shinny in, too! I just remembered that! I have a clip of it, the very first time we met, over 2 years ago, basically. I run up, he's in a Goku model, and I'm like, hey, you want a friendship necklace? And he says, no, I just want to be Goku.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Rage's work. They have 23 gift subs in the channel.
That's how I met him. They're all part of a Lyra universe. Kind of. They all interact with each other. I'm not sure if you can show the graph on the screen or anything, but yes, all of my characters know of each other except for the ones that are obviously in different universes, like Yrsa. Yrsa doesn't have any access to the rest of them because she's currently in Fractured Thrones. But all the others are technically part of the metaverse, but I don't really roleplay any of them in the metaverse. They're just they just exist. And I have a knack for creating very weavy stories because I was a fan fiction writer, and I got paid to write fan fiction on Tumblr for like all of my college career. So that's how I made extra side money. And so I like interweaving basically everything possible together. So like my favorite rule of writing, I forget the actual name, but there's a rule that's like if there's a gun on the set on Act 1, it has to be shot by Act 3. It's a rule. So if I see there's some setup for something, even subconscious setup, I have to go through the motions and make sure it happens. Chekhov's gun. Yes, that's right. Yeah, exactly. So it's like I love that rule because it happens so accidental all of the time. Like the whole Gormunder situation where Lyra died originally. That was all like there was so much accidental foreshadowing that happened constantly that I was like, oh no, she's gonna die, and so it had to happen. Do you create their relationships to help creating the characters? So it's more like I take a concept of a character and then I see how would they interact with the rest of the universe that I've started creating. Like, for example, I have a character named Tally, which I super duper adore. I won't be able to show you the best thing about her, but she is she's an exorcist that is currently possessed, but she doesn't believe in ghosts. So that's like the whole charm of her. She's a scam artist. Literally the concept that I came up with was Grunkle Stan meets Regan from Mob Psycho, combine it into Super Short Girl. Let's go. So she like I can show off some stuff about her, but and she has a invisible haunter model behind her at all times that you can only see with special effects on your camera or if you're looking in a mirror. So that's like what the really cool part about her is. There we go. Okay, hold on, I gotta. So she's super tiny, she's super cute. Let's see, hold on. I can't remember my own gestures. There we go. Yes. So she's possessed and stuff, but she's adorable. She has totally blessed salt that isn't just duct tape on top of salt that says bless. How do I? There we go. She has talismans that are written from the stuff from Inuyasha on the back of receipts. So she's just a big scam artist. Was how much you scroll through your... Yeah, I have a lot of models. I have a lot of models, and the worst part is I do delete quite a lot of models that I work on, because it's like, oh, these are broken, or these were commissions, I no longer need them, so I delete them. And yet, if I want to get all the way to the start, there we go. It takes some time. Oh shit, hold on. I found the very first one that I uploaded, a recolor of a standard MMD model. Oh god. Well, hold on. Now I have to... There we go. Wow. Oh my god. Oh, I'm fishtailing. It's fine. This is my very first upload. I keep it for nostalgia's sake. Oh my god. The proportions suck! Oh! Cute. Oh, thank you. Yes, this was back at a time when I was just like, oh, my most defining trait is my pink hair, not my thickness, obviously. So, yeah, that's. Oh no. Need to get out of this one. Oh god. Let's see, I'll do. A time before the dumpy. Well, it was just the dumpy was hidden. Nobody knew about the real side of me, you know? There we go. All right, let me wait. Oh no, this is the this is the wrong Yrsa. This is the Stanatra Yrsa I made because I was stressed out about the mission, and when I'm stressed, I make fun models like tiny Yrsa. Yes. Don't worry though, it's okay. Calm down. She can still turn into a bear if she needs. It's just tiny. I'm like a puppy. Rawr. Yeah. It's important to have fun when you're stressed, you know? There we go. This is literally Yrsa's fucking nightmare. 10 out of 10? Thank you, thank you. Oh god. I always want a nightmare scenario where people just like have a nightmare vision where it's the alternate universe where everything's just shit and yours is just tiny and that's her absolute nightmare. Oh no, you're dying. Finally, you and Haskell finally see eye to eye. He's not this short! But he is Tiny Husband. God, I love Tiny Husband. He's so cute. Like, fuck. But I love their height difference, because I always forget the actual height of Yrsa, because it's like, every time I'm actually Yrsa, I look down at people, but it becomes so natural that like, I don't think anything of it, you know? Oh god. Ooh. There we go. Of it, you know? I don't think anything of it because it's oh god, I'm enormous now. It's just how it is. And then I see someone's clip where I'm in another perspective and it's just like everyone's just tit level and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Yeah, you're adorable and I love you. Oh, my daughter. Tall woman. I'm very tall. 8 foot tall. Which is funny. She is 8 foot tall, but when I'm in this version of the model, she actually like naturally hunches down slightly to like fit in just a little bit better, and it works so well. But it's so funny, ever since getting back from the north, I've been noticing that I must be standing straighter, or there was an update with VRChat where it fixed her her tracking just a little bit, because now all the door frames are this much shorter, and now I have to lean down actually in roleplay all the more. One cool thing you do is Add scars to the model. Oh, yes. Can you tell us what they are? Okay, so each of the scars she has on her model have been added because of actual injuries. Like, her dress model actually shows this off really well. Sorry to just keep on swapping models, but, you know, as life of a model maker, you know. Here we go. I'm even taller now. Hope you're happy. But yes, so every one of the scars she has were because of actual attacks that, oh my god, I'm at the top of your frame. I just noticed how tall I am. Holy shit. But like, for example, the one on her throat, oh god, I have to like lean forward. There we go. The one on her throat was because she got shot in the throat with a crossbow bolt and she survived. She has a one in the center of her chest where she was shot with a night killer. She has a couple on her arms where she was shot with night killers. She has a bunch on her legs where she was stabbed through the leg. It's just like you can correlate each of her scars with moments that happen. So... It's pretty fun. It's pretty great. Like, I even added like the scar on her palm when she caught one sword when she wasn't wearing armor. Like a fucking idiot, she catches it with her hand. I don't know why. But yeah, so it's like a lot of little things like that. I love the attention to detail. Oh, there's even a bite mark somewhere on her neck that was from a troll, not from Haskell, but from a troll that bit into her. So, yeah, that was pretty gruesome. That one's from me. Oh, were you the troll? Amazing. It's such a sick detail to keep at. Oh, yes, I like make sure that, you know, it's so funny because if you compare the very first version of Yrsa to this one, it's like she had a couple of scars. It's okay. She had a rough time in the north. She comes down south within 2 months. She's covered in scars. I was like, oh my god, she's nothing but scar tissue at this point. What has been your favorite RP moment? Oh, it sounds so fucked to say it, but when my son died, that was the most critical roleplay moment, because I don't cry in front of people. Like, that's the thing. I don't cry in front of people. The fact that this happened, and I was genuinely so distressed that Erica fell literally feet in front of me. I couldn't do anything to save him. He fell to his death. I started sobbing. I sobbed so loud, there was a noise complaint on my apartment the next day. I cried so loud, I got a noise complaint, and that's kind of an achievement. But yeah, so it's one of those. It was one of those moments that hung with me for like weeks afterwards, where I was just like a shell of a person. I was so sad, and then immediately afterwards, it was so funny. I was so emotionally distressed that another character died immediately after him in the exact same manner, and I was blind to it. I didn't see it. Stas fucking died right in front of me, and I had no idea. Everyone like, it was, where's Stas? Oh, I can't find Stas. And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't see him. It's not Erica. I'm not worried. You know? Oh, God. I still love the videos that I made because of Erica's death. And, like, it was such a pivotal moment for Yrsa. I thought it'd be accidentally yeeting a stump out of the map. See, that's my next best thing. Yes, the whole discovering that they have physics, and if you flick your wrist just right, you can send a stump into orbit. It's very fun to throw things, especially when like that kind of shit happens. Like I'm not sure if you saw the clip of Tang throwing Yrsa. You did? Okay. Yeah, I had my gravity set way too low, so when I yeeted myself, I fucking went flying way more than I intended, and it's like, oh shit, tank's strong. But yeah, so it's always fun to throw things in VR. It's validating. Like my very first world, in fact, when I uploaded it, I accidentally set it up so there was a box you could sit on, but it is also pick upable. So the first time you click it, you fling yourself into space, and it was everyone's favorite chair. Do you have any future projects? Well, other than Aphelion and season 3 of Fractured Thrones. I just call it FT all the time, but I forget Fractured Thrones. Other than that, I don't have any like roleplay projects in mind per se. But I always have a full list for commissions and stuff during daytime hours. So I actually have to go through a whole lot of submissions, like sometime this week, in order to choose my next ones. Oh, yes, right. Twitch partner right. I will be pushing for Twitch partner within the next couple of months, especially since I'll have more time dedicated to work streams and stuff, which seem to be what people enjoy the most from me. So that'll be good. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to be able to work on more projects. I currently have more outfits for Vivian or Demon Queen Vivian. Or Vivi, I think is what they call her. I saw Vivi and stuff. They corrected me, but I still say things wrong. It's part of the brand. So I have more outfits and props for her. Then I have some more folks as well to do, and so hopefully within the next few months I'll be able to actually push for a partner, because I've been averaging pretty close to like 40 to 50 viewers, which is really nice, especially since I was dead for like a whole month during my move. So it's nice to come back swinging. So yeah, I was thinking about maybe doing like a sort of a big event. I don't know what to do though, so I need suggestions from my folks. Anyone you would like to promote? Oh shoot, that's a big pressure question. No, okay. I mean, eventually I'm going to be sponsored, but I'm not yet, so I can't promote that yet. But I do have a lot of really good people in my server that put themselves in self-promotion a lot, so I like to give a boost to them. So a lot of folks in there are good folks, I guess. I'm bad at this kind of thing, dear. Yeah, Andre's a cutie, but you already interviewed him, so yeah. And then let's see, you already had Shinny, obviously, so you already got all the folks that come to mind immediately. Joy? Jay? Well, Jay doesn't stream anymore. He's working all the time. Oops. Yeah, he doesn't stream too much anymore because he's stuck at work, which is unfortunate, because then he doesn't get to come into roleplay as much. So it's like, ah, heck. I got plugged, dude. Hi, Shenny. Any final thoughts? Well, the big woman, soft and warm. I don't know for any real thoughts. Yeah, I'm excited for roleplay. I'm excited for everything. Basically, oh yes. thoughts. No, no thoughts, head thick. That's true. That's yeah. Photo time? All right. What model would you like me in, dear? Okay. Oh god. I'm gonna have to kneel down, aren't I? Oh god. Yeah, I am. Okay. Um. Wait, hold on. Get to my other side so I don't panty shot the camera. There we go. Is that it? Alright. Okay. Mwah. By the way, dear, you're from your first point of view.